properties where dreams find their home. Emerging and reliable, we proudly roam. From urban landscapes to international heights, we build architectural wonders that ignite.
So the rainy season is officially upon us again, and every year around this time we start hearing the same conversations over and over again. Poor construction, flooding, damaged properties, to name but few. So today also for discuss some of them issues here from a professional standpoint. If you are new here, I am Masa Amin Conte, and I'll be hosting today's session, joined by two vibrant gentlemen who also happen to be members of the CAF Properties technical team. Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves.
I am engineer Samuel James Ture.
And I am architect Abubakar Din Tarawali.
Thank you very much for joining me today. How are you feeling? Are you guys feeling okay?
Very okay.
So this conversation is particularly important because people can see some of them building here and they don't know how it got to where it is. But then since you guys work in that space, I believe you understand how or what goes into making these infrastructures efficient, long-lasting, and safe. So let's start from the basics. So what do you think some of the construction habit, the way they affect the quality of a building, or that are deemed unprofessional or risky?
Thank you very much for the question. I think this is something very important to take very key consideration into. Some of the habits them, I think it's quite a normal routine by contractors or builders on site. Get for deal with one, no curing after concreting, and also get for deal with no soil investigation before we actually start for build. What's see this actually mean is simple. Now, first and foremost, whenever you concrete any structural element, being it a column, beam, or a slab, you get a period where need a curing process where you need your water because concrete they get in strength when dry. Concrete they get in strength when it's wet. So that's why you get for cure. And also again, before ever you start for build, there are people that we call geotechnical engineers. People that we get for do soil investigation, wherein you get for know the strength and the bearing capacity of the soil if you get for withstand the weight of the building. So I think some of them things that need for be done, we need to do them.
Most companies they know they do, but I believe CAF Properties. That's
no, of course, yes.
That is it's a must.
Yes, for CAF we do have, yeah.
I think from the architecture perspective, I go enlighten on certain things where I feel say like relevant, and these are things where people and they look less upon, but they are very important. One part of things that people always they try to go in for cheap. Understand? And in the sense, they no one for hire professionals they no one for, because they take and say, now if I want to start for build, what's not the essence for hire an architect where you can charge me how much million for design.
For the design.
And then if I say I want build mills, what's not the essence for go hire a solid construction company like CAF Property for billions, where they're very expensive. So the fact that you always want to go to the local people you understand? And by doing so, you don't have professional people within the team. And these go cause you, and it will always they affect you. For lay, you always get something with below standard. Because the case is, in a professional team, the architect, the geotech, the structural engineers, they all work as one.
Yeah, it's a network.
Yes. So they all communicate, they all discuss, and after that, when the architects design, when the architects don't get all the information in terms of drawing and put them in a paper, then they go back to site for implementation.
For implementing there on the design.
And most cases, some sites, they are different. So basically, most of the times, within the architect kid on design can be changed for some reason at the
on
site.
site.
On site.
Yeah.
And this is where the professionals will meet again on the site and have this discussion at the site and find proper solution and come back to the drawing board and fix
And
the
you
solution.
get for fix. You have to fix it on the design as well
Exactly.
before implementing it.
Exactly.
Even though I don't discuss and I decide
Yes.
to I get for come back.
Yes. So that's why design is never been done until the completion of the building of itself. So it's always back and front, always back and front.
Speaking of cost-cutting decisions, wasn't that some of the cost-cutting decisions the way people like it? Because this is they talk from the client point of view, right? From the technical point of view.
Exactly.
But then there's also this point whereby the client they also can fall short. They don't want to pay. You cannot give them your BOQ. You don't give them you estimate. And they begin to say, oh, this is too much. This is elaborate. Instead of you use this kind, but say this, you have already given the advice to the client. Say, okay, this is the particular thing that goes well with the building. That goes well with the building. But then the client still want force for use probably a cheaper product.
Yeah. So in relation to this question, I think I don't get a first-hand experience when it comes to this. So most clients, what you don't do for them, they ask me, but what are they when an architect? So they don't do for them the design and come to after we have done the BOQ and all the calculation, then you don't give them a fixed figure. Say, okay, this house costs 30 million. Say, no, the money will go at least more cut down to 15,000.
See how you go adjust that.
How you go adjust that. So if you do something like this, it come about with so many concerns, or I can say so many issues. Issues we get for range with substandard materials. One are the most important. So now let's say if actually to cast this slab I was supposed to use, let's say 70 bags of cement. That was the actual cost. But now we don't go back again. You don't tell me for a visit back again, maybe OQ, and you see my cut down on the price. And now I don't cut down on the price. Instead of 70 bags, now I'm going to use 35 bags. So do you expect that particular structure there for whole?
But then again, would you as a professional carry on with that work if person don't say 70, if you don't already tell the person, say, oh, this na 70 bag, na the standard, na you go work here. Okay. They say, no, cut down to like 40 bags.
Okay.
Is it ethical?
Okay, so I like that question. So I will relate out with CAF properties. So at CAF properties, we deal with codes and we deal with conduct. So we're there for deliver the best, even though they look at both aesthetic and economy, but safety is our priority. And quality, yeah. So if we don't say you say at this, then you come back, at least not to the end of the world. So, but we know we'll do something with substandard. At the end of the day, you can say, hey, na CAF
we will affect.
Yes, so I think for me, my engineer no go do that.
I think so for cut and very short now, the fact that it's simple. I will make quick example to one building where we recently visit.
Okay.
Can you imagine how much money the clients spend from foundation up to roof level? And now she is thinking also to demolish the entire structure.
I think I get idea about that structure where they say like the room then small or
something like that. Yeah.
So just imagine. So imagine the amount of money we don't put by that building there. If you be forced take the first step for hire professionals, then imagine that money all we don't spend so we they can demolish. Sum up to waiting you they can now start back fresh.
It could be simple. Repair cost is always
it could be very simple,
expensive than the initial cost.
Exactly. So for me, it could be very simple for us. If the client is trying for 10 million, go back to the drawing board. It could be simple, and tell and say, look, is it okay for you? Let we do something tomorrow, Bambai, where you go back for go do repairing continuously, or you want something where will last for a very long time.
Another thing also is that sometimes you can see a very stunning house, right? A very stunning building. If you say, oh, this is it, but at the end of the day, you get some structural problems. You know, probably some days if they crack, you enter inside, some it bend. I don't know if not elevation or whatnot. So I think can cause that day.
Well, I go start with a quote we say actually finishes hides the problem, but finishes does not solve the problem.